Did you know that the key to turning life's greatest struggles into powerful opportunities may have been uncovered more than 2,000 years ago? Imagine standing in the middle of life's storms with a calm so strong that nothing can disturb your inner balance. It sounds like a superpower, doesn't it? But this isn't fiction. This ancient strength comes from a philosophy that proved its value in the crowded streets and marble halls of ancient Rome and Greece. Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot control everything that happens around us, we always have control over how we choose to respond. In a modern world where uncertainty feels like the only constant, these teachings can become the anchor many of us desperately need. Stoicism is not just about thinking differently. It is about acting differently. It is a philosophy of purposeful living, resilience, and inner stability no matter what life throws at you. It does not demand emotional suppression, but encourages understanding and managing emotions to live a fuller life. Whether you are overwhelmed by stress, facing adversity, or searching for more meaning in everyday moments, stay with me. Today, we will dive deep into Stoicism, uncovering its timeless wisdom and exploring how it can transform not only the way you think, but the way you live. If you are ready for this journey, subscribe, share, and like this video. Watch until the very end, because every minute brings you closer to Stoic wisdom that can genuinely change your life. Have you ever been stuck in traffic, irritated by the delay, or scrolled through social media only to feel upset by a negative comment? These moments are familiar to all of us. Daily life constantly tests our patience and emotional balance. Stoicism offers a powerful shift in perspective that can completely change how we experience these situations. One of its core principles is focusing only on what lies within our control. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously said that it is not events themselves that disturb us, but our reactions to them. Traffic, weather, and other people's opinions are outside our control. No amount of frustration can change them. What we can control is our response. Modern psychology supports this idea. Carl Jung once said that he was not defined by what happened to him, but by who he chose to become. This aligns perfectly with Stoic thought. Imagine being late for an important meeting due to traffic. You can waste energy on anger and stress, or you can accept the situation, breathe deeply, and use the time to listen to music or a podcast. The traffic remains the same, but your experience improves. This principle extends to personal goals, relationships, and obstacles. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, true strength comes from mastering the mind, not external events. Stoicism teaches something that at first sounds completely counterintuitive. Obstacles are not enemies, they are teachers. Most people are conditioned to see challenges as interruptions to happiness, as unfair barriers standing between them and success. The Stoics saw things differently. Philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus believed that every obstacle carries a lesson and every difficulty hides an opportunity for growth. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" they encouraged us to ask, "What is this situation teaching me?" Marcus Aurelius wrote that what stands in the way becomes the way. In other words, the very thing blocking your progress can become the path forward if you approach it with the right mindset. This idea is not just ancient philosophy. Modern psychology supports it as well. Carl Jung famously said that what we resist tends to persist. When we fight reality, we give it more power over us. When we accept it and learn from it, we reclaim our strength. Think about rejection in your career or personal life. Rejection can feel like failure, but it can also be feedback. It can show you where to improve, what skills to sharpen, or which direction no longer serves you. The same applies to personal conflicts. They are uncomfortable, but they offer a chance to practice patience, empathy, and emotional control. Stoicism transforms us from passive victims of circumstance into active students of life. Challenges stop being punishments and start becoming training grounds for resilience, wisdom, and inner strength. We hear the phrase, "live in the present," all the time, but few people truly understand its depth. Living in the present moment means fully experiencing life as it unfolds right now, without being trapped by regrets about the past or anxieties about the future. The Stoics understood that the present is the only place where life actually happens. Marcus Aurelius warned against dwelling on what is already past or obsessing over what has not yet arrived. He believed that peace and clarity are found only when the mind is anchored in the present moment. Our minds are constantly pulled in different directions, replaying old mistakes or imagining future problems that may never happen. This mental noise steals our attention and drains our energy. Carl Jung once said that even the smallest thing with meaning is worth more than the greatest thing without it. Presence gives meaning to ordinary moments. Aristotle believed that awareness of the present was essential to living a fulfilled and virtuous life. Practicing presence starts with mindfulness, paying attention while eating, walking, or listening. When you are fully present, even simple experiences become richer. Seneca taught that anxiety about the future robs us of joy in the present. Living in the now does not mean ignoring the future or forgetting the past. It means learning from both without allowing them to control you. The present moment is where calm, gratitude, and purpose come together. For many people, self-discipline sounds restrictive, even punishing. But in Stoicism, self-discipline is freedom. It is the ability to choose long-term fulfillment over short-term comfort. Self-discipline is mastery over impulses, emotions, and habits. Marcus Aurelius reminded us that real power lies in controlling the mind, not external events. Seneca believed that people become slaves when they are ruled by their desires. True freedom comes from self-governance. Aristotle taught that excellence is built through habit, not through sudden bursts of motivation. Every disciplined action strengthens character. Modern psychology supports this idea by showing that consistency, not intensity, creates lasting change. Building self-discipline starts small. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. Choose one habit, one behavior, and commit to improving it daily. Each time you choose discipline over distraction, you reinforce your identity. Epictetus reminded us that nothing great is created suddenly. Progress matters more than perfection. Self-discipline is not about denying pleasure. It is about aligning actions with values. It is the bridge between who you are today and who you want to become tomorrow. Emotional resilience is one of the most powerful skills you can develop as a Stoic. Life will constantly present situations that challenge your patience, your pride, and your sense of stability. You cannot prevent these moments from happening, but you can decide how deeply they affect you. Stoicism teaches that emotions themselves are not the enemy. It is our uncontrolled reactions to them that cause suffering. When anger rises, when fear appears, or when disappointment sets in, the Stoic pauses instead of reacting instantly. This pause creates space for reason to step in. Over time, this practice strengthens your inner core. You begin to understand that emotions are temporary signals, not permanent truths. They come and go like weather, while your character remains. By training yourself to observe emotions rather than obey them, you gain freedom. You stop being pulled in every direction by external events and the opinions of others. Emotional resilience does not mean becoming cold or indifferent. It means remaining steady, thoughtful, and composed even when circumstances are difficult. The more you practice this discipline, the less power chaos has over your inner world, and the more control you gain over your own mind. The Stoic reminder, memento mori, is not meant to inspire fear, but clarity. Remembering that you will die brings life into sharper focus. When you truly accept the reality of your mortality, trivial worries lose their grip on you. Petty arguments, meaningless comparisons, and endless anxieties begin to fade. Stoicism teaches us that time is our most valuable possession, yet it is the one thing we often waste without thinking. By reflecting on death, you become more intentional with how you live. You ask yourself whether your actions align with your values, whether your time is spent on what truly matters. This awareness encourages gratitude for the present moment and responsibility for your choices. Every day becomes an opportunity rather than a guarantee. Memento mori reminds us that life is not endless, and that is precisely what makes it precious. When you live with this understanding, you stop postponing courage, honesty, and self-improvement. You begin to live fully, not recklessly, but purposefully, knowing that each moment is a gift that will not last forever. Gratitude is a central practice in Stoicism, yet it is often misunderstood. It is not about ignoring hardship or pretending everything is perfect. Instead, it is about recognizing what you already have and understanding how easily it could be taken away. The Stoics believe that appreciating the present protects you from constant dissatisfaction. When you train your mind to notice what is good, stable, and meaningful in your life, you weaken the power of desire and envy. Gratitude shifts your focus from what is missing to what is sufficient. This mindset creates inner peace, even during difficult times. By regularly reflecting on simple things, your health, your ability to think, your relationships, or even the chance to learn from mistakes, you build emotional balance. Gratitude also strengthens resilience because it reminds you that not everything is fragile or temporary at the same time. Some things endure, especially your capacity to grow and adapt. Practicing gratitude daily transforms how you experience life. You stop chasing endless satisfaction and start valuing depth, presence, and quiet strength. Stoicism places great importance on personal excellence, not as a way to feel superior to others, but as a commitment to becoming the best version of yourself. This principle is rooted in the idea that your true responsibility is not to impress the world, but to refine your character. External success can disappear at any moment, but inner excellence remains under your control. A Stoic measures progress by integrity, discipline, and consistency, not by praise or recognition. Each day becomes an opportunity to practice virtue through small actions, speaking honestly, working diligently, and acting with purpose. Personal excellence is built gradually through repetition and self-awareness. You reflect on your behavior, identify weaknesses, and commit to improvement without self-hatred or excuses. This mindset encourages humility because the focus is always inward. Instead of comparing yourself to others, you compare yourself to who you were yesterday. By pursuing excellence in this way, you develop confidence that does not depend on external validation. You begin to trust yourself, knowing that your effort and values define you more than any outcome ever could. One of the most liberating lessons of Stoicism is learning to release the need for approval. Many people live trapped by the opinions of others, adjusting their behavior to avoid judgment or criticism. Stoicism teaches that this is a dangerous form of dependence. You cannot control what others think, say, or believe about you, and attempting to do so only creates anxiety and frustration. The Stoic understands that opinions are fleeting and often based on incomplete information. By placing your self-worth in external judgment, you hand over control of your peace of mind. Instead, Stoicism encourages you to anchor your identity in your values and actions. When your conscience is clear and your intentions are honest, criticism loses its power. This does not mean ignoring feedback entirely, but evaluating it rationally. Useful criticism can help you grow, while empty judgment can be dismissed. By freeing yourself from the fear of opinion, you gain clarity and courage. You act not to be liked, but to be aligned with your principles, and this alignment creates true inner freedom. Change is one of the few constants in life, yet it is also one of the greatest sources of resistance and suffering. Stoicism teaches that fighting change is pointless because everything is in a constant state of transformation. Relationships evolve, circumstances shift, and even your own identity changes over time. The Stoic does not cling desperately to what was, nor does he fear what is coming. Instead, he accepts change as a natural process of existence. This acceptance does not mean passivity, it means adaptability. When you understand that nothing external is guaranteed, you become more flexible and resilient. You stop defining your happiness by stability and begin to define it by your ability to respond wisely. Accepting change also brings perspective. Loss becomes less shocking, success less intoxicating. You learn to appreciate moments without trying to freeze them in time. By embracing change, you align yourself with reality rather than resisting it. This alignment reduces unnecessary suffering and allows you to move forward with calm determination, regardless of what life brings next. Stoicism is often misunderstood as a philosophy of emotional distance, but in reality, It places great value on compassion and empathy. The Stoics believe that all humans are connected by shared reason and common struggles. Understanding this helps you respond to others not with anger or judgment, but with patience and clarity. When someone behaves poorly, Stoicism encourages you to remember that ignorance, fear, or pain often guide their actions. This perspective does not excuse harmful behavior, but it prevents you from becoming consumed by resentment. Practicing compassion begins with recognizing that everyone is fighting an internal battle you cannot see. By choosing empathy, you preserve your inner peace while also contributing to a more humane world. Stoic compassion is rational and balanced. It allows you to help when possible and set boundaries when necessary. By responding with understanding instead of hostility, you strengthen your character. Over time, this practice reduces conflict and deepens your sense of connection to others. Compassion, in the Stoic sense, is not weakness. It is a deliberate expression of inner strength and emotional maturity. Reflection is a core discipline in Stoic practice. Without regular review, progress becomes accidental rather than intentional. The Stoics believe that each day should end with self-examination. This practice is not about self-criticism, but honest assessment. You revisit your actions, your reactions, and your decisions, asking where you acted in alignment with your values and where you fell short. Through reflection, you become aware of patterns that would otherwise go unnoticed. You begin to recognize triggers, habits, and recurring mistakes. This awareness creates the foundation for growth. Reflection also strengthens accountability because you stop hiding from your own behavior. By reviewing your day, you train your mind to learn from experience rather than repeat errors. Over time, this habit sharpens judgment and builds discipline. Stoic reflection transforms life into a continuous process of learning and refinement. Each day becomes a lesson, and each mistake becomes an opportunity to improve. This steady practice leads to wisdom that is earned, not assumed, and progress that is real and lasting. Stoicism is not meant to remain an abstract philosophy, but a practical guide for everyday living. Each principle you have explored is a tool designed to help you navigate life with greater clarity, strength, and purpose. Together, they form a framework for building resilience, discipline, and inner freedom. Integrating Stoicism into your life does not require perfection. It requires consistency. Small, conscious choices made daily shape your character over time. By focusing on what you can control, accepting what you cannot, and acting in alignment with your values, you create stability within yourself regardless of external conditions. Stoicism teaches that a meaningful life is not defined by comfort, but by character. As you continue forward, remember that growth is a lifelong process. Reflect often, act with intention, and remain open to learning. If you want to deepen your understanding, explore the content available on your screen, where you will find insights designed to support your journey. Thank you for taking this time. Live with purpose, think clearly, and continue becoming the strongest version of yourself.